All right, y'all, we are live. Thank you guys all for being here on a Sunday night. That is so fun. I hope you guys are cozied up, have something to drink, and you're in your sweats like me. My name is Brittany, and I have been here at Q for 2 months now, just a little bit over 2 months. It's been wild. I'll tell you all about it. I have been married for 10 years. I have two beautiful daughters. My youngest will be 4 on Christmas Eve. My oldest is 7. We just moved from Northern California to Nashville. And so I'm born and raised California girl. And we picked up and moved here because it's 2020. Why not? We kind of ran out of excuses to stay there. So we just moved here like 6 weeks ago. And yeah, I think that like most of you, whether you are on here now thinking this or you did in the past, I think most people at some point say, I will never, ever, ever be a part of network marketing. Like, not for me, good for you, but never going to do it. That was me, 100%. Swore I would never do it. But when my youngest, her name's Luca, when she was born, right after she was born, I was feeling like crap. I just awful. I had a lot of brain fog. I couldn't think clearly. I was exhausted. There were just so many things that I just was not feeling good. Hey, Bubba, go. My dog, go lay down. I wasn't feeling like myself, and I was gonna just chalk it up to mom life, but I just knew that there had to be more. So my sister-in-law, she was like, hey, Britt, I have these products. You might love them. They might really help you. You want to try them? So I said, okay. So she said, the best way to get them is to just sign up wholesale. Like, you can just get the best price. And I was like, okay. So I went and signed up. And sure enough, I signed up for a network marketing company. And I told myself, well, these probably are not going to work, but I will try them. I'll prove them wrong. And I'm never going to tell anybody about it. So the joke was on me because I used them, I tried them, I loved them. And because I loved them, I was like, okay, well, if I'm this new mom of 2 kids and they're helping me feel better, I feel like it would have been selfish if I didn't share about them. So I put one post up on Facebook, and people cared what I said. They cared what I was doing. And that first month, my paycheck was like $600. It was a little bit over $600. And I think in that moment, that was when my belief in network marketing was born. Because I think, like most people, I assumed no one makes money doing that. They're just wasting their time. They're just spamming people with whatever. But I made $600. Like, that's a big deal. And so that's kind of where it all started. And I was like, okay, well, if this is possible, I'm just going to keep going. I call it an accidental business. At first it was an accident, then it grew into an intentional business. And I just ran with it. I was really successful in that last company. I reached one of like the top 2% of it. I got the car, the trips, all the things. And it was great until it wasn't great. And the part that made it not great was that I had reached this level of success that no one else on my team was able to reach. And that is really, really frustrating when you're at the top by yourself. It gets pretty lonely up there. And I started to just feel like, my team is working so hard. These people are working so hard and they're not getting anywhere. And you guys, you have to know this about me. I'm a straight shooter. I am not here to waste your time. I am not here to waste anybody else's time. And I was starting to feel like I was wasting their time. And I just won't be the person to tell you, like, you just keep going, you're going to get there. Like, if I truly don't think that you will. So in that company, it's very saturated. And I just reached a point where I just couldn't, in good conscience, I couldn't tell them just keep going. So I slowly started to back off of that business, and I kind of just let it fade away. Still love the products, still took the products. But meanwhile, while kind of all of this was happening, I had a sideline friend in that company. Her name is Francesca. If you know her, you love her. She's a literal angel on earth. She was my friend there, and we were in the same position. We had reached the same level in that company, and we were having the same frustrations. We could not help our teams get to where we were, and it's really hard. So where I started to back off completely, she decided to look and see what else was out there. So she did a bunch of research and she found this company, Q Sciences, and it checked all of the boxes that she was looking for. Ground floor, the most amazing comp plan you will probably ever see, incredible products in the hemp industry, simple, duplicatable systems that work. It checked everything she was looking for. So she was making a comfortable $3,500 to $4,000 a month, and it was money that her family absolutely needed. But she was like, okay, I can stay here. Our one of our owners, Mark Wilson, he and both Jake Spencer, they're the co-owners of our company. They both will tell you, you could be good or you could be better or you could be best. And Mark Wilson, when he was starting this company, he said, we were good, but I had no interest in being good. I wanted to be great. And that's kind of the same mindset that Fran has. She was like, this is good, but like, I feel like I'm capable of so much more. Like, I want to be great and make a bigger impact. So it was a risk. She took a risk. She started over, and I watched her take that risk and start over. And y'all, I thought she was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, why is she doing this? This is comfortable and safe over here. That's what we like. But she did it. And from that moment, when she made the switch, she was on my radar. And I watched her, not knowing what was going to happen, but I watched her, and I watched her have so much success. Spoiler alert. She now is making $90,000 a month as her base pay. So I would say it was a great decision on her part. And not only has she been so successful, but she now has 13 six-figure earners on her team. And in 7 weeks, I became her 11th, and it has totally changed my life. So I watched her make the change, and I was like, okay, so I watched the success. I watched her team have success, and I felt this nudge like deep in my soul, like, you should do this. You could totally do this too. And I felt a deep sense of loyalty to my last company that I wouldn't even allow myself to ask questions because I knew that once I did, I was going to love what I heard. I knew it, and I wasn't ready to hear it. So I just watched for way too long. So then I would say back in, I don't know, like 7 months ago, maybe, I went to my husband finally at that point, and I said, hey, Nick, look what Fran's doing over here. Like, I think I should do this. And he looked at it and he was like, yeah, Britt, I totally think you should do this. But that deep sense of loyalty held me back. I don't know why. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it then. So a few more months went by, and then finally in September, one of her rank ups came through that she had hit Blue Diamond. And y'all, I didn't know what Blue Diamond meant, but if you see someone with anything diamond, it's a big deal. So I kept reading the post, and it said basically that she was making nearly $100,000 a month. And that is where I drew my line, and I said, okay, Britt, like, snap out of it. Whatever is holding you back, like, it's enough. If you don't ask questions at this point, then you're just being ignorant. And I was talking to myself, not to you. You're all on here, so you are one step ahead of where I was. So I messaged her, and my message to her said, hey, Fran, I'm not making you any promises. I'm not saying I'm going to do this, but I need you to tell me everything. I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to learn. So we got on a call that day, and she told me everything. And after that call, I could not unhear what she told me. I could not unsee what I saw in this compensation plan. I felt like I was like shook and I just couldn't deny this opportunity. And we were in the middle of packing our house for a cross country move, California to Nashville. And if you like, talk about terrible timing, I had all the excuses of why I couldn't do it right now or why I should wait. I mean, I know the holidays are around here, it's busy, but when I was presented with this opportunity, I knew I could not, I knew that I had already let too much time pass. I knew I didn't want to let one more day pass, and it was a priority to me. So I said, that's it right now. I'm going all in. And when I go all in, I go all in. From the time I was a young kid, I would like literally joke that determined is my middle name. Two quick examples. I don't think I've ever really shared this. It's kind of weird, but it just shows my determination and how I've gotten to where I am now. So when I was little, I really wanted to do the splits, and I just thought it'd be the coolest thing if I could do the splits. So I tried, and I wasn't even close, like not even a little bit. But you guys, I didn't go to bed that night until I did the splits. I literally just kept stretching and stretching and stretching and stretching until I did it. And then there was another time, I don't even know how old I was, but I went to the dentist, and he told me that I had to get one of my molars pulled. And I was like, heck no, I'm not getting a molar pulled. So I literally went home and pulled it out myself that night. So if you want to know how I got to gold in 7 weeks, it's because one, I have an amazing team. 2, I am very determined. And 3, I have sacrificed a lot because this has been such a priority to me. So anyways, that's kind of what led me. Yeah, oh my goodness, is right. It's kind of what led me to here. So I went all in. And in my first 7 weeks, I promoted 7 times, becoming Francesca's 11th six-figure earner. And I'll talk about the compensation plan in a little bit, but one of the coolest things about it is there's no averages. When the comp plan says at gold you will make $8,000, that means your paycheck isn't going to be a penny less than $8,000, and it was not, and it has changed my family's life. So that's how I kind of got here. I want to share a little bit about the company and where we came from, how we got started. This is all stuff that I have learned in the last 2 months. So Q Sciences got started in 2012. And so we always talk about how cool it is that we're ground floor. And so I know 2012 does not sound like ground floor. I'll explain it. So we got started in 2012 by a man named Mark Wilson. And Mark was a professional football player in the 80s. He was a quarterback with the Raiders. He won 2 Super Bowls with them. And then he went on to play for the Patriots and then retired out of football, got into real estate development for like 20 years in Seattle, was really successful there. He is a brilliant businessman. Finally retired from real estate, thought he was retired for good, was going to like literally lived every day on the golf course. I had the pleasure of meeting him. I went to corporate last week, the pleasure of meeting him. And he told this story and he was like, I thought I was living the life. Like I was at the golf course every day, but the problem was my buddies were still working. So after 6 months of that, he was like, is this really what my life is going to be? Like, this is boring. Like I love golf, but this is boring. So he decided that he wanted to do something that made an impact. He knew he wanted to do something where he could go to bed at night and know like without a shadow of a doubt that he helped somebody in some capacity. It's just kind of like all of us. We want to know that our life has so much meaning and that we have a deeper purpose. So he got connected with a man named Dr. Stephen Kimberly, who is a brilliant doctor, like brilliant doctor. At the time, I think he was the editor-in-chief of WebMD for about 15 years. So they got together and Mark was kind of telling him his ideas and what he wanted to do. And he was like, what do you think? He was like, well, I mean, if that's the impact you want to make, then definitely like nutritional supplements, like you can really help people in their health. And Mark was like, well, I'm not a doctor. He was like, well, I am. And so he's like, okay, you're hired. They didn't even have like a company name, a product, nothing. He's like, okay, you're my guy. So then he also decided to go this route of a business model because he was like, I mean, we could totally put it in Walmart, but if we go this route into direct sales and like network marketing, then we can help people in their finances as well. It's kind of like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're helping people with their health and their finances. So he was really excited about going that route. They started with very few products. One of them is what we now call QMax. Back then it was called Q96, and it is an incredible micronutrient supplement that's been around for almost 30 years. It has clinical studies on it. It's proven to help with so many things. It breaks through that brain wall barrier, fills in all the gaps, pulls out heavy metals. It's a phenomenal product. So they started and they had incredible sales. They had no issues with selling this product at all. It was changing people's lives and helping them like beyond what you can believe. And we can talk about that later, but they had incredible sales. The problem was that they were not growing as a company. So between 2012 and 2017, they only had 700 ambassadors worldwide, which is not a lot. So you guys, when a company starts out, there is a period of time in the beginning where it's ground floor, but it can almost be like too ground floor where it's like too soon to get in. So I would tell you that between 2012 and 2017 was when they were kind of like too ground floor. They hadn't like started to take off yet. Sales were great. Company wasn't growing. So in 2017, they brought in a man named Jake Spencer. And Jake Spencer is basically a professional network marketer. He started in the industry when he was 21. He'll tell you he sucked at it in the beginning. He was not good. So he made himself go get the skills he needed to get better. And he ended up growing teams of tens of thousands of people. He made millions of dollars in it, was kind of just like the master at it. And he was able to retire his family in his early 30s. He's only like 38 now, I think. He's a really young guy. But he retired his family in his early 30s. They were set. They had money. And they were living the life. So then actually, I recently learned this since I got to go to corporate and sit down with him and hear his whole story too. he was basically telling us that his oldest daughter was having some behavioral issues. And so I don't remember how he got the Qmax, but he got his hands on the Qmax, and it was really helping his oldest daughter with her behavioral issues. She was having like tantrums and like getting physical and just things that she never really dealt with before. And so they started giving it to her, and it changed everything. They saw a massive difference in her behavior. So I think it was actually Jake's wife, Sarah, that reached out to Mark Wilson and said, "Hey, your product's helping our daughter. My husband might be able to help you with your company." And so Sarah is actually, I think, the one that connected them. So Jake went out, and Mark was like, "Okay, can you help us?" And he did some observing for a few months, saw some things that needed to be changed. And then finally, when he had his list ready, he was like, "Okay, this is what you need to do to be successful." So he gave him a list of all the things, and Mark took all the things, and they basically revamped the company, got new products, got new branding, and like I think the most important thing is, as Jake said, you need a new comp plan. Like your comp plan isn't great. That's probably why people aren't wanting to sign up with you. So Jake Spencer wrote our comp plan. And you guys, if you find a better one, let me know, because this is the best one I have ever seen. And then they relaunched. So in January of 2018, they relaunched as basically a new company. And that is why we can say that we're ground floor. So since that relaunch, we have grown over 700%, which is insane growth. And we are projected to quadruple in 2021. So not only are we in like massive company momentum, but the hemp industry alone is set to be like a multi-billion dollar industry in the next 5 years. So talk about the best timing, being the right place at the right time, right now. It's awesome. I get so pumped talking about it. Even this year through COVID, when, people are like, well, is it slowing down? People aren't really spending money. No, we have had record-breaking month after record-breaking month, month after month after month. Nothing has slowed down. It's been wild. And I have only seen massive growth in my last 10 weeks here. It's been wild. My team has been the fastest growing team in the company, and we are in what this company is in 18 countries. We're pre-launching Mexico right now, and then Malaysia next. So there is so much excitement going on here. Nothing is slowing down anytime soon. I could not be more excited and more confident that I am in the right place at the right time, right here and right now, especially after getting to spend time at corporate, meeting our owners, meeting our corporate partners, all like hearing the vision, what's coming. It's all just so exciting. And it just gets me pumped to be able to share this with people. I truly, truly feel like I have gold in my hands. I feel like this is Apple stock in the 80s. If you could go back to the 80s and get a piece of Apple stock, think of what your bank account would look like right now. It would be sitting pretty. So that's kind of what I feel like this is. And that's why I am so confident and bold when I share this with people, because I can't keep it to myself. So a little bit about our products. I'm going to touch on a few of them. We have 2 lines. We have a hemp line, and we have a non-hemp nutraceutical line. So in the hemp line, we have our full spectrum hemp. It's amazing. If you don't know much about hemp, it's literally like magic in a bottle. It helps with so many things. For me personally, I have struggled with anxiety for most of my life. And I have been on medication in the past, and it does help, but it also makes you feel really numb. And that's not how I want to live. And so hemp has been the only way that I have been able to like naturally help my anxiety. Other things have helped. I work out, that helps, but hemp just does something that nothing else does naturally. So I love our hemp. We have a patented bioabsorb technology that makes it water soluble. So if you guys have like a hemp oil or a CBD at home, and you were to take a dropper of yours and put it into a cup of water, the one you have at home is probably just going to float on the top because it's not water soluble. And that also shows you how little your body absorbs it. So most of those oils, you're only able to absorb like 6 to 10%, and it can take, I don't know, like 90 minutes to feel the effects. So you're kind of wasting your money. So with ours, if you were to take a dropper of it, put it in water, it's going to dissolve right away. And that shows you again how quickly it dissolves into your system. So for ours, we absorb at least 85% and you feel it within 15 minutes. So best bang for your buck, and it's incredible. And it helps with more than anxiety. It's just that's the main reason that I use it for, but you can Google it and it will tell you literally magic in a bottle. So that is our hemp oil. We have a product called Twist, and I'm obsessed with it. So they're these individual packets. You put it in water, you shake it up. Yeah, Nicole right there, she has hers right there. And it's 50 milligrams of broad spectrum hemp with an added 10 milligrams of CBD. And there are different flavors for calming and hydration and cravings. And again, I am obsessed with Twist. You guys, if you've never used hemp or CBD, like they're total game changers for so many different things. So then also on that line, we have hemp roll-ons that also have essential oils in them. We have hemp creams. There's one that's like an icy hot for like muscle recovery. And there's one for like pain and also skin issues. It's awesome. And then on the non-hemp line, the nutraceutical line, we have the Q Max, that vitamin I was telling you about. It breaks that brain wall barrier. It's so good for brain and mental health. It has all the micronutrients that you need, fills in all those gaps. It's awesome. And then that supplement is also included in the Q Core. So the Q Core is a combination of 3 products. It is the Q Max. It is our probiotic, which also has prebiotics, digestive enzymes, and a gentle cleanse to it. And then it has a supplement called Align. So Align is for inflammation. And inflammation can be like headaches and joint pain and just all inflammation. But also, it goes deeper than that. There is inflammation on the cellular level. So before I started taking a natural anti-inflammatory, you guys, I probably looked like, I don't know, like 5 to 10 pounds heavier than I am because of puffiness, because our cells can be inflamed. Like my puffiness used to like swallow my eyes. And so just taking a natural anti-inflammatory has helped with my cellular inflammation, and my clothes fit better and I don't look as puffy in my face. It's awesome. So that's called Align, and that is also included in the Q Core. So with the Q Core, it's not individual pill bottles. They come in these individual packets. So there's some for morning, some for night. It says AM and PM. You pick it, you open up the packet, and it has everything you need in it to take, and you just take it, and that's it. It's super convenient. You don't have to count anything out, all ready to go. I love that. I think that everybody should be on that. And then we also have, just like the Q Core for adults, we have a kids core. So the kids core has, it has the Q Max in it. So just like I was saying that Jake Spencer's daughter, it really helped her with her behavioral issues. If you guys have like kids, or you have friends with kids that have behavioral issues, or, you know, ADD, OCD, ADHD, autism, any of those things, sensory issues, they are going to want to be on this. You're going to see a major difference in it. I have a friend, actually, I don't even know if she's on here tonight, but she has a daughter who they have had a lot of struggles with a lot of those issues, and nothing has helped. And so I told her, I said, hey, I really think that you should try this. And I think it was like less than a week ago, she texted me, and her mom were in absolute tears because they have never, ever seen her daughter sit and play the way that she did. Hold on, I just want to look and see if she's on here, because if she is, I want her to share this. Jamie, is that the right Jamie? Are you on here? Maybe not. Okay, I don't know. Maybe the next time I'll have her share. But anyways, she could not believe the changes that she saw in her daughter after like 1 or 2 days of giving it to her, which I don't know. It's just so exciting to me. Like that is life-changing for people when she hasn't been able to see her daughter play on the floor and focus on things. And no, it's okay, wrong Jamie. Anyways, it's life-changing. It's awesome. So that's that. That's the kids core. So the kids core has the Q Max, it has probiotic, and it also has elderberry for immune support, which is incredible this time of year, everything going on in the world, elderberry. So that's the kids core. Comes in 2 flavors. It's grape and fruit punch. It comes in a powder form. You can add it to juice or water or smoothies or yogurt, whatever. So that's that. And then a couple other products. So we have a product called Vitalize. There's one for men, one for women. It's all about regulating and balancing your hormones. So it has adaptogenic herbs, which means that it meets your body where it's at. So super cool. If you or your mom or your grandma is going through menopause and they are dealing with those issues and hot flashes and all of that, the adaptogenic herbs in this supplement is going to meet your body specifically where it's at and help with those things. Or if you're younger and you're having like cycle issues or any hormonal imbalance or hormonal skin issues or hormonal anxiety or mood swings or whatever it is, it's going to meet your body where it's at. Such a cool product. When we were at corporate, it was so awesome to, again, to be able to sit down with the men leading our company. But Mark Wilson was telling us that Dr. Stephen Kimberly came to him and said, "Hey, I have this incredible product. Some people have asked me for it, but he wouldn't give it out to people because I'll tell you why. In order for this product to be effective, you have to take 5 capsules. Okay. So a lot of people will be like, why do I have to take 5? That's stupid, or that's too many. So, Dr. Stephen Kimberly said that some companies or some people who wanted the rights to this product, they said, well, we're just going to market it and tell people 1. He was like, well, then I'm not giving it to you, because if you want this to be effective, if you want it to work, it's 5. So when he went to Mark Wilson about it, he said, hey, I have this awesome product. I would love to partner with you and put it on our product line, but it's 5 capsules. And he was like, so how many are you going to market it as? And Mark goes, well, you're the doctor. If you say it's 5, it's 5. So 5 capsules. All right, y'all. If you want it to be effective, you take all 5. So that's Vitalize. I love Vitalize. I have so many people on my team and so many friends who are loving that product as well. We have another cool product called Armor. And again, just like Vitalize, it's adaptogenic herbs, which means that it meets your body where it's at. So it's incredible for immunity, immune health, all of those things. It's really awesome for like cancer patients or people like going through cancer treatment, because it's all about protecting your immunity. And so I think all of us could probably use that this time of year. So they're adaptogenic herbs. They are medicinal mushrooms, which is not shrooms. You're not going to hallucinate, and it doesn't taste like dirt. It's actually a chai flavor. So it comes in a powder form, and you can add it to your coffee or to a shake, or you can bake with it however you want. It tastes delicious. I love chai. I don't know about you, but it's a really cool, just like next level product that I love that we can offer to people. Okay, there's so many other products. We have one for weight loss, and we have shakes, and we have a drink called Focus that has chia seeds in it, and we have an energy drink that I love. I do Orange Theory, so I love taking the Q Sport before I work out. But the last products that I want to talk about is our vitamin sprays. So I've never heard of companies having vitamin sprays. It's kind of just like something really unique to us. Maybe they do. I don't know. I've never heard of them. But I love our vitamin sprays. So the fastest way to get a vitamin into your system is through an IV, right? It just gets straight to your veins, right in your system. The second fastest way is called sublingual delivery. So when you spray these sprays in your mouth under your tongue, it's the second fastest way for you to get it. So we have 6 sprays. We have a vitamin C that has zinc in it, a vitamin D3, a methylated vitamin B12, which I love. I feel like an instant like energy boost, like clean energy and focus. I love it. We have a boost spray, which it has chromium in it, and it's really good for metabolism and blood sugar. We have a relief spray for pain and inflammation. And then our number 1 best-selling product, absolutely company-wide, is our sleep spray. So if you have any issues sleeping, it will knock you out. It'll keep you asleep. And you will wake up refreshed. And guys, you can even give it to your kids. So all the moms say amen. I give my kids like 2 sprays and they're out. They don't have issues sleeping, but sometimes I'm just like, it's time to go tonight. So I love the sleep spray. I love all of our sprays. And our sprays are an incredible price point. They're only $17.50 and they all come in a month's supply. So super cool, unique thing. So all of this that I have told you is kind of a lot of background, because I am the most excited about this business opportunity. Okay. So like when you know where the company came from, who's leading the company, what the products are, you can be even more confident and excited to share this business opportunity, because you guys, this business is legit. We are ground floor. And if anyone ever tells you that timing doesn't matter in a company, they are 1000% lying to you. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, they're lying to you. Timing matters. Yes, you can be successful in a company that is not ground floor. You can, but not at the level that you can in a ground floor company. So I feel so excited to know about this company and to be here in this timing, because by the time you usually hear of a company, a Young Living, a Plexus, a Monat, an Arbonne, they're already past ground floor. You don't hear about it until it's like a household name. So the fact that we know about this, like, that is so exciting. So a few things about our comp plan and about the business is, You can make a customer commission. You can share the products and you can get customers and they're going to love the products and you'll get a commission on them. You can share this business opportunity with people and you can find business partners to do this with you. And when you get business partners and you promote, you are going to make some crazy life-changing money like I have. So to start that, you need two people. You at least need two people that are going to run in this business with you. And I mean, it's 2020. Everyone needs a second stream of income. So finding your two people, you're going to be able to do it. So you need two people. And then, like I said earlier, I love that we do not have averages. So for example, in my last company and a lot of other companies, if you've ever been a part of one, you will probably see these graphics floating around that at the different levels that you can promote to, there are rank averages. There are I don't even know what I'm trying to say. There's averages of what you're going to make. Okay. So what you'll do probably is you'll see a level that you're like, oh, that is what I want to get to. At this level, it says I could make $4,500. So you're going to work your booty off to get there because you think you're going to make $4,500 and surprise, it's wrong. And it's so misleading. And I can't tell you how many conversations I have had with people recently when they're like, I thought this is what I was going to make. And it's like, not even close. I have a friend, a couple friends actually, who saw the level that said they would make $4,500 and they got there and they got past there and they were making $2,000 on a good month. And I'm like, that's not okay. So I have never been more grateful to have a compensation plan that does not have averages. We have set amounts. It's actually funny. Someone asked me a few weeks ago if we had an income disclosure sheet, like a lot of companies do. And I asked Francesca and she was like, no, our comp plan is our income disclosure sheet because it tells you exactly what you're going to make. And I was like, duh. So it's something so unique. I've never heard of that. I think it's so incredible. So we have fast start bonuses. We have really high rank bonuses. It is the most generous compensation plan I've ever seen. And something else that is really, really unique to our company. And another reason why I say that I love being a part of a company led by someone like Jake Spencer who gets it is because being in the industry for so long, he has seen it all. He has seen the good, the bad, the ugly, all the things. And he has seen a lot of people come into a lot of money and blow it. And they're not smart with their money. He's also seen companies have car programs where you get to a certain level and then you earn this free car, except the car is not so free. And if you drop below that level, you then have to pay for it. Me, for example, in my driveway, I have one of those free cars. And I got it because there's a lot of pressure to get it once you hit that, because it's like, oh, aren't you that level? You need the car. So I got the car and my company paid for it for a couple months and then I wasn't able to maintain it. Or I wasn't willing to because it wasn't sustainable in that company for me. So I have been paying $700 a month for that car for a couple of years now. And it was the worst financial decision that we ever made as a family. And so all of that to say, Jake Spencer said, we're not doing that. We are not doing anything to get people into more debt. We are going to help them get out of debt and live financially free. So we have what we call a wealth side, where it's called the Financial Freedom Movement. The second that you guys join, you pay your $39.95 to sign up for this business. You now have access to free financial coaching. It is incredible. That is something that they care about. They truly care about your financial situation. So you have access to that. And then at the fourth rank, when you hit elite, they begin to pay on top of your paycheck towards your debt. If you are blessed not to have debt, know that you are very blessed, and they'll pay it towards your mortgage or a retirement fund or whatever you want. But like they put that on top of your check. That money does not go into your bank account. It goes to something else to help set you up for the future. So now for me at Gold's, they pay $400 a month on top of my paycheck towards my debt. And you guys, I started this business to get out of debt. We have a lot of debt. I started because I wanted my family to be able to dream again. I wasn't planning on sharing all of this, but my husband was a police officer He was making great money. We had benefits, all of the things. He got medically retired. He got in a fight on duty, blew his knee out, and we lost half of his income, all of our benefits, all of our insurance, everything. It literally flipped our lives upside down. And so our finances started to really tank after that. And now it's so exciting that we have this and we are able to like dream again and get back on track and like, I don't know, live the life that we want to and not be held back by finances. If you guys are friends with me on Facebook, you might have seen I posted yesterday about money. Money is uncomfortable to talk about. It's kind of taboo, but like I told you, I'm a straight shooter. I'm never going to beat around the bush, and I'm always just going to say it how it is. And I think that people are scared to talk about money, and it's not something to shy away from. Money is not going to fix your problems. But I will 100% tell you that life is so much sweeter and so much more enjoyable when you are not stressed about finances. My nose is really itchy. Um, I've noticed so many less arguments in my marriage. I have noticed just us being able to breathe deeper and to give more. You guys, I don't say this to like get any attention on myself, but I've been scrolling through Instagram for the last few days, and I've seen like people raising money for like families in need around the holidays, and to be able to just Venmo them $100 here and there, like that blesses me so much. Like I've always wanted to be able to do that, and the fact that I can do that now and not worry about like not being able to feed my family is life changing. But okay, I'm going on tangents now. This has gone way longer than it was supposed to. Just want to keep sharing my heart with y'all. Anyways, business is life changing. This company is legit. If you have more questions, get with the person who asked you because you do not want to miss out on this opportunity. I promise you that. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and hopefully we get to do this with y'all. So good night.